welcome once again in the class of environmental and energy and environmental engineering. So today we are going to see the soil pollution and its remedies. Before starting this thing, I would like to thank my colleague Mr. M.H. Mota, uh, who has provided the details of this soil pollution to me, because he's a environmental engineer, so he have in-depth knowledge in this area. So thank you for him. Thank you to him before starting the lecture. So the contents of this lectures are: what is soil pollution, how it is caused, types of pollution, what are the effects of soil pollution, and how we can control this soil pollution. Now, what is soil? Soil is a thin layer of organic and inorganic material that covers the Earth's rocky surface. Soil is composed of particles of broken rock that have been altered by chemical and mechanical processes that include weathering and erosion. Soil pollution. It is defined as the buildup of soil of persistent toxic compounds and chemical salts, radioactive materials, or disease-causing agent which have adverse effect on plant growth and animal health. Soil pollution is also caused by means other than the direct addition of xenobiotic, that is man-made chemicals such as agricultural wa- runoff water, industrial waste material, and acidic precipitators and radioactive fallouts. Now, what are the causes of this soil pollution? Then seepage from landfill. As I told you in last lecture, I told you about the contamination of groundwater because of the leaching. So same thing is there. The seepage from landfill. That is, we are filling the land by we are going to see in the solid waste management. So that landfill is there, and because of which the chemical form, which is called as a leaching, and this mix with the soil, and which again affect on the quality of this soil. Then the discharge of industrial waste into the soil, percolation of contaminated water into the soil, rupture of ground storage tanks, then excessive application of pesticides, herbicides, or the fertilizers, solid waste seepage, as I told you there in the first point, and deforestation on the soil erosion. So, because of deforestation, the soil and due to wind, soil erosion is there. So, these are the things which will cause the soil pollution. Here you can see the person which is applying the pesticides. So these are the things which will harm the quality of the soil. And again, our next generation will face all the things, or the we are now facing, and all the things uh, in the or the because of the pollution of the soil, that so many diseases are there, new diseases are there. We never heard the this kind of that is pandemic situation right now is there, that is due to this COVID-19. So all these things are there, and all these uh, pollutions are helping to create this uh, condition. So here also you can see we can use the excessive use of the plastics, which is again harmful for the so many things. So here you can see these wastes are fall on the soil, and they cannot degrade or decompose, but they tend to pollute the all these things. Even in case of water also, soil also, and air also. So these are the polluting things. So obviously we have to reduce use of all these materials. And this is the industrial seepage, that is waste from the industries coming into the on coming on the soil, and tend to pollute this soil. And most of the times, untreated this industrial waste can be thrown on the land. So obviously, it help in the uh, soil pollution. Next is the solid waste seepage. Again, that as I told you, this dumping of the solid waste is here, and because of which the seepage is there, and obviously the due to leaching, the soil will get polluted. The most common chemicals involved in the causing soil pollutions are: first is the petroleum, hydrocarbons, then heavy metals, pesticides, and solvents. So, what are the types of soil pollution? Agriculture soil pollution, that is the pollution of surface soil, pollution of underground soil is there. Soil pollution by industrial effluents and solid waste are there, that is pollution of surface soil and disturbance in soil profile is there, and pollution due to urban activities is there, that is pollution of surface soil and pollution of underground ground soil again. So all these things are types of the soil pollution. So you can see the agricultural soil pollution, that is because of the agricultural waste or the application of excessive pesticides or the herbicides are there. Then this is the industrial effluents and solid waste, that is again this, as we have seen earlier, and the pollution of urban activities, that is day-to-day activities, by spreading plastics and all those things we are polluting the soil. Now the agricultural soil pollution, the plants on which we depend for food are under attack, for insects, fungi, bacteria, viruses, rodents, and other animals must compete with the weed for nutrition. To kill unwanted population living in or on their crops, farmers use pesticides. The remnants of these pesticides used on the pest may get absorbed by the soil particles and contaminate the root crops grown in that soil. The consumption of such crop causes the pesticide remnants to enter human biological system and affect them in adversely. So these are kind of cancerous things that we used to eat a small part of these pesticides because they are on this particular uh, they entering into our ecosystem. Most of the times you might have seen, now the farmers used to go for a separate plot for their residential needs or domestic needs, rather than the which they are going to sell in the market, and they differentiate both the things, that is the things where they are going to sell in the market and things they are going to consume at home. So on the both those plots or the both areas, the treatment is different. What they are going to consume at home, no pesticides are applied on them, and um, remaining for commercial reason they used to apply the pesticides. Now the agriculture effect, so it reduces the soil fertility, reduces the nitrogen fixation, then increase the erodibility, larger loss of soil and nutrients are there, deposition of silt in tanks and reservoirs, then it reduce the crop yield and imbalance the soil fauna and flora. So all these effects because of this uh, pesticides only. So here you can see the effects of this in industrial soil pollution. The large quantity of solid waste like unused and rejected chemicals like sludge, press mud, sawdust, bottles, plastic materials, etc. Unwanted industrial waste generated during the manufacturing process are added up over on the surface of soil by almost all the industry with a difference in degrees, that is more or less. Larger the production waste, larger the generation of waste. Traditionally, these materials have been dumped around the factory site and around the entire city. Rarely they are Rarely they are treated or stored in the proper places, etc. And sometimes they used to throw all these things on the soil. So here you can see the examples of this industrial soil pollution. There's waste from the industries flowing on the soil. Here you can see these patterns has been formed because of this industrial waste. So what are the effect of this industrial waste? So the dangerous chemical enter into the underground water. Then again the ecological imbalance is there because of all this entering and killing the so many bacteria and always the insects those are trying to keep the cycle, that is environmental cycle in flow. So because of the breakage of this cycle, obviously there will be a ecological imbalance. Then release the pollutant gases. So because the mixing of this industrial waste to the soil. Obviously, the generation of pollutant gases is there. Then it increases the salinity, which again reduces the fertility of the soil. Then it reduces the vegetation. It tends to burn the that area under the vegetation. Obviously, it reduces the vegetation, and obviously, again, it will affect on the generation of this oxygen or the uh, from this CO2. So obviously, again, this increase in greenhouse gases is there. So many effects are there from the this industrial pollution of the soil. So you can see this polluted land, and this is kind of barren land. Here also you can see the soil pollution. That is no green thing is over here because of this industrial waste. These are the effects of industrial waste on the soil. Now the soil pollution due to urbanization. So the urban activity generates large quantity of city waste, including several biodegradable material like vegetables, animal waste, papers, wooden pieces, carcasses, plant twigs, leaves, cloth waste, as well as the sweepings. And many non-biodegradable materials such as plastic bags, plastic bottles, plastic waste, glass bottles, glass pieces, stones, cement pieces, etc. So all these things are wastage from the particular urban area or the city, one single city produce these all kind of waste because so many things are going on. That is constructions, factories, so many things are there, and even in domestic living, that is at in household, people produce so much of the uh, waste in the particular day-to-day living. On the rough estimate, the Indian cities are producing a solid city waste in the ton of 50 tune of 50,000 to 80,000 metric ton every day. So this is the rough count of the Indian cities. If this left uncollected and decomposed, they are cause of the several problems. So what are the effects of urbanization? Then again it tends to clogging the drains, then undulation in areas because of this dumped waste, then public health problems are there because of all these things. You might have seen the in the solid areas, that is our garbage waste has been thrown. So many rodents are there, so many you can see the pigs, those are living on this disease, and these are the disease spreader, the rodents and the pigs, etc. So obviously there will be a public health problem because of all this. Even the mosquitoes are developed over there, they make their colonies over there, and again mosquitoes are there, flies are there, and they are the spreaders of all these diseases. Then pollution of drinking water sources. So because of this leaching problem, again there will be pollution of drinking water sources. Then the foul smell and release of gases is obviously there. Then waste management problems are there because of all these things. Here you can see this contamination of soil due to wastewater. These are the dumping yards, and because of which you can see this land has been polluted over there. Same things you can see over here. So these are the effects of urbanization on the soil itself. So some more effects of soil pollution are: pollution runs off into the river and kills the fish, plants, and other aquatic life. Crops and fodder grown on polluted soil may pass the pollutant to the consumers. That is, it enters into the our biological systems. Then polluted soil may no longer grow crops and fodder. Soil structure is damaged, that is clay ionic structure impaired. Then corrosion of foundation and pipeline is also there, that it reduces the life of the structures, etc. Then it may release the vapor and hydrocarbon into the buildings and cellars. It may create the toxic dust also, and may poison children playing in that particular area. So all these effects are there of the soil pollution, and these are related with our day-to-day life. So you can see that fish has been died over here. Again, this is the dumping yard. So obviously there is a pollution. Now, what are the methods to control this soil pollution? Now, the methods of to control soil pollution. First, reducing the chemical fertilizer and pesticide use. Then recycling is the another way to reduce. and control the soil pollution. Recycling of paper, plastic, and other material reduce the volume of refuse in landfill and another common cause of the soil pollution. Then reusing of the material, which will again control the soil pollution. Then deforestation. The cutting down the trees causes the erosion, pollution, and loss of fertility of the topsoil. So planting the trees or reforestation help to prevent the soil erosion and the pollution. So all these things we have heard so many times. So these are the simple things because of which we can control the pollution. Then the weed soak up the minerals in the soil. Reducing the weed growth helps reduce the soil pollution. One of the more common methods to reducing the weed growth is covering the soil with numerous layers of wet newspaper or a plastic sheet for several weeks before cultivation. This prevents the light reaching to the weeds and kills them. So basically, we have seen the problem of weed in so many this uh, crops. So obviously, by using this method, we can control the weed and get rid of it. The designated pit should be used for the dumping of soil waste. These waste should be treated chemically and biologically to make them less toxic and hazardous. So actually, if you observe, we are landing on the same things again and again because the sources of this pollution are so much or so-called same things are there. So by controlling this thing, we can control the pollution of so many things. Then here you can see we have the triple R, three R's, that is reduce, reuse, and recycle. So that can be done. Here you can see this particular pits are there, and this is made up of this concrete, and where we can degrade all sort of this thing. And you might have heard Shilpa Shetty that she was telling that wet garbage at one place and dry at another place. So here by that way we can this control the soil pollution in better sense. So conserve the soil. Lastly, the message is to conserve soil so that we will have something to eat, because the soil is the main source from where we can grow something and eat. So these are the references for the today's lecture. Thank you.